Cowboys played their best game of the season and laid claim to being the best team in the NFC East. And they started fast on the opening drive. When Kellen Moore called this one, Tavon Austin going in ghost motion, Dak fakes it to Tony Pollard and flips it to Tavon Austin, who easily beats the former Cowboy, Orlando Scandrick, in the open field for his first touchdown of the season. Let's watch the same play from the end zone. That's Tony Pollard next to Dak Prescott. Prescott waves Tavon Austin in motion. Kellen Moore, nice design here. Now, watch Scandrick with the Eagles, number 38. He loses the ball there when they fake it to Tony Pollard. Now he pitches it. And this is why they signed Tavon Austin a few years ago, to make plays like this in the open field. They called his number and he delivered. But they played complimentary football on Sunday night. Cowboys had not forced a fumble in a month. And on this Carson Wentz play here, on 2nd and 4, DeMarcus Lawrence is going to beat the Pro Bowl right tackle, Lane Johnson. And he gets the ball out of Carson Wentz's hand. The ball was out. Cowboys hadn't done that in a month. Everybody fights for it. Carson Wentz, he knows that Anton Woods has recovered it. Cowboys get the ball back in great position. Wentz is discouraged. The Eagles are discouraged. DeMarcus Lawrence makes the play. And the next play, behind a healthy offensive line, with Tyron Smith and La'el Collins back in the lineup. This was the next play. They had double teams at the point with Travis Frederick and Connor Williams. With Zach Martin and La'el Collins, they doubled both defensive tackles of the Eagles. Even against an 8-man front of the Eagles, they run this. Double teams at the point. Watch Zach Martin and Connor Williams get up to the linebackers. Martin seals Fletcher Cox, and now Zeke Elliott drops that right foot and right shoulder on Malcolm Jenkins and gets it down inside the 1-yard line. They'd score the next play, and they jumped out to a 14-0 lead. They never looked back. The shifts were back for the Cowboys. Kellen Moore got the shift game going back. Here's Zeke Elliott going the motion. 3 tight ends. Sent a tight end in motion here. Now watch the tight end, 86, Dalton Schultz, next to Jason Witten. Watch the double team here. Seals there, and now picks off Nathan Jerry, and there's the Grand Canyon for Zeke Elliott to run through for 9 yards. Again, onto the free safety, Malcolm Jenkins. They dusted off a play that the Cowboys been running for 60 years. Tom Landry put this play in. Power 29 near G.O. Both guards are pulling. Zach Martin, Connor Williams pulling. But the key block is by Jason Witten on Deshaun Hall here on the edge. He blocks Hall in. Now here comes Zach Martin. He gets on Jalen Mills, Connor Williams. Look at the 2 guards blocking downfield. Power 29 near G.O. Zach Martin takes Jalen Mills for an Uber lift and dumps him and jumps over the top of him. And the running game was going. In fact, everybody got involved in the run game, including the rookie Tony Pollard. You can see the talent that he has on this play out of I formation. Brandon Graham wins easily here. But he puts his foot in the ground. Now he's going to make a bunch of guys miss. Fletcher Cox, Jalen Mills. He makes them all miss. Balancing the act right there. Picks up 11 yards and a first down. And in the passing game, it was good to get the offensive line healthy. Tyron Smith, La'el Collins back. The Cowboys get all 5 receivers out. On this play, Dak Prescott could have read the Dallas Morning News from cover to cover. He gets through the news, the business section. He's reading the sports section, catching up on Friday Night Lights right now as he makes this throw to Randall Cobb over the middle of the field, beating Zendejo for 14 yards and a first down. It was like the old days, calling plays for Jason Witten on this play. Here he is in motion on 3rd and 4. Witten in motion right here. Going to run a little Texas route right there in Arlington, Texas on a Sunday night, beating Jalen Mills for 8 yards and a first down. And it was good to have a healthy Amari Cooper back in the lineup. Amari, they call the play for it on this play right here. It's a double move against Rasul Douglas. The first double move of the day. Sluggo, slant and go. Amari Cooper gets behind Rasul Douglas and goes for 44 yards. And how about this? Against a max blitz, 0 coverage, the Eagles are playing soft. Way too soft. You back up, you give it up. Right here, they attack Orlando Scandrick with Randall Cobb in the middle of the field. Dak Prescott, easy read here. Randall Cobb getting the ball inside the 1-yard line, beating Scandrick, the former Cowboy. And with 22 seconds to go in the first half, they called Jason Witten's number 3 plays in a row. Chip, chip, chip away at the Eagles defense. 8 yards here on the stick route with 17 seconds to go on the speed out. And with 12 seconds to go, Jason Witten across midfield gets out of bounds, stops the clock. They'd kick a 60-plus yard field goal before the half. And then It was just too much Amari Cooper. But really, Dak Prescott played his best game of the year. Amari Cooper double moves Jalen Mills, but look at the throw by Dak to Amari. Perfect throw over Jalen Mills. Dak was on. Zeke was on. The offensive line was on. They forced the fumble. The Cowboys played their best game of the year against the Eagles to take first place in the East and to lay claim to be the best team in the NFC East.